Oh boy. So, you might be wondering, why do I have the power taser, which is a loader unlock? Why do I have 3 loader runs? Well, another thing you might be asking, why do I have all the artifacts? Well, I did the loader run. I recorded it. It was a great run. We did really well. I believe it was about 2 hours, 3 loops. It was pretty fun. Until I finished the recording, and I looked back at it, and you couldn't hear me. My microphone was not recording. And I was a bit confused at first. I'm like, is it just not, like, did I just miss parts where I'm talking? No. The entire recording didn't have my voice, and I know where I talked. I talked right at the beginning of the game, and I didn't hear any of that. So I thought, you know what, I'll just delete the 2 loader achievements. I'll keep the artifacts, except I won't use any of them. I'll just use glass. And I'll post the artifact run later, because, you know, I don't want it to be like episode 8, where suddenly I don't have my voice in it, and then episode 9 everything is back to normal. I want to keep it consistent. So I'll post that one after this. I'll post the no commentary artifact run after this, but for now, our mission is just to kill the overloading worm. So I deleted the 2 achievements, went back into another loader run, and I grappled once, and I got the grappling achievement immediately, so I guess it kept my tracked progress for the distance grappled. And I didn't want to have to mangle trying to see if there's a way I could get rid of that, so I'm keeping that one in. I don't care. Our mission will be to kill the overloading worm. And let's just get it. So I tried recording one after it, but it didn't work because I was just coping the entire time. And then the buzzing kept kicking in. And I think I found the solution. I think it might be related to my charger that I have connected to my computer. It's not connected. It's connected to a multi-port USB. I don't know what the fuck to call it, but it's like whatever. I don't care. I don't want to get into what it's actually called, but I was recording this earlier, and what I did was I put my phone on the charger mid-recording, and I heard the buzzing. So as soon as I took it off, the buzzing immediately stopped. So I've unplugged my charger. My phone is just kind of laying. Hopefully that solves the problem. I didn't even comment on the Guardian's Heart we got, which is a great item. But let's just talk about loader, because you weren't able to hear me talk about loader on the first recording, the artifact run. I kind of like this loader a bit more than the loader in Risk of Rain 2. This loader is a bit more of a melee powerhouse rather than a fast character. Or this is more of a I don't know what to call it. More of a crowd control character, I'd say. Loader in Risk 2 is a bit more like a single target burst with high mobility. This character doesn't have that much mobility, but he has this debris shield, which renders him completely invincible. He has his grapple, which is a bit faster than Loader's, and I kind of like it a bit more because it just shoots you straight towards your target rather than having you swing around. There are the pylons, which this is completely broken, but you can place one at one of the top corners of the stage, and then place another one at the opposite bottom corner, and it'll pretty much damage everything in between. This isn't how it's supposed to work, but it just does. And it makes them completely busted. This loader also has the triple punch combo. They eventually gave that triple hit combo to Mercenary and Acrid. And the debris shield has been changed for loader in Risk of Rain 2, where it prevents her from taking fall damage. And every time she hits with her fist, she gets a bit of barrier. And this one, he's just completely invulnerable. It's like, who needs to take damage? It actually makes sense if Loader had an achievement that involved like not taking damage for a certain amount of time. Kind of like how Commando and Miner have one of those achievements where you have to reach a certain level without taking damage. Just gonna wait for some enemies to spawn before I zap everything. I'll just do it right now, actually. Place it right around here. We can get some good enemy spawns here. Yeah, as you can see, everything is taking damage. Even this Lemurian here, he's pretty far from the beam, but he's still taking damage. That's because everything, it kind of creates a rectangle or a square. What is it? Quadrilateral. There it is. It creates a quadrilateral of damage. I don't know why I'm using big words. It's obviously just a rectangle. Oh no, I want to sound smart. I'm trying to distract myself from the failure of that one loader. It wasn't a failure. It was just my recording was a failure. I didn't check beforehand, which I probably should, but you know, I was just lazy. This is kind of a lazy series. I just record the gameplay. I talk over it. Even if there are moments of silence, I don't really care. I just talk pretty much. But you know, I like the series. I just want to talk about a game that I enjoy playing. And I haven't played this game for a while until I recently picked it up. And I thought, you know, I'll record a series about it. And I even rewatched Brickroad's series of his 100% playthrough. Just because I wanted my fix of classic Risk of Brain. Also, I've been wanting to do more content on my channel, and I thought this would be something that I like doing. Anyway, we'll go back for that chest. I think there was a chest. I'm not sure. Nah. I'll just go to the order. We got a behemoth. That's nice. We got frost relic. We got barbed wire. Pretty good for a melee character. Now, I'm not sure what allowed me to open up the dried lake wall, because that was a problem that I came up with the artifact run. In the dried lake, the way to get that artifact is to break a wall. I think I showed this in the sniper run, but you break a wall. No, wait, I think that was one of the sniper runs that I had to get rid of. I don't even think I mentioned the sniper runs. Maybe in the mercenary run. I think it was in the mercenary, but in case you forgot. With the sniper runs, I had to record that multiple times because the crackling was just getting on my nerves, and I didn't want to edit it out too much because it would mostly be muted. Eventually, there were some mutes, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. But what was I saying? I was able to break the wall as sniper, and I could get the artifact of kin, except again the crackling kind of murdered it. So I got rid of that run. But I wasn't able to break it on Loader until I'm not sure what it was. It was either the Heaven Cracker or the Brilliant Behemoth. And also with this cracked floor, Loader can just break that without any skills. I did this before without the Behemoth, but you can just break it. Because Loader is just that strong. And it's got big arms. And if a man with big arms can't break a crack in the floor, I don't know who could. Except it's funny because it can't break a crack in a wall. Just really dodge that. That got me murdered, absolutely murdered in the minor run once. I think it was the minor run. I want to do another minor run, but I want to get through all the classes that I haven't played yet. I just want to get all the unlocks first. Won't really matter because it's the origin run, so I'll be playing on command anyway. I want to do the origin run with minor. I'll be playing on command anyway, so I can just grab anything, but I do want to get all the unlocks first. Or at least play them all first. Because I'm still missing unlocks for the Commando, the Miner, Enforcer, which I haven't done off camera yet. Maybe if I do another Enforcer run, but I don't know. Also, I am, you guys can't really compare this, but I do think my commentary is a little better, because last time it was just all me complaining about how the run was like close to the one that I got, the good one that I couldn't use, or I can use, just doesn't have my voice over it. It was just me coping about how I was just disappointed. This one I'm actually looking at this positively. I'm looking at the series, how it's going, how I feel it's going. Yeah, I'm not as mad. I took a break. I took a 1-day break. I didn't play any Risk of Rain. I didn't play any games. I watched Mythbusters. But yeah, I just took a little bit of a break because I needed one, especially because I wanted to play Loader. Except I was just kind of mad. But we're back in the swing of things. I'm not too salty. It's a lot of kills. This is the kind of stuff I was getting on the God run. I would just place one of the pylons and everything would get fried. Except for these two enemies, except I think they were placed higher. Either that or they just had health. But I do think parents died, so I don't think it has to do anything with it. Also, I might as well get the artifact of spite just because. Why not? I'll prove that I at least got one of the artifacts. Now, I can't prove them all, but I'll at least prove that one. I don't want to do another artifact run. That was one of the things that I mentioned. I don't want to do that again. Because it was the RNG of me getting whatever red item it was for me to break open the wall, the dried lake. And that chant shrine is useless. Whatever, I don't care about spite. I remember in one of the sniper runs I was recording, I was excited. I'm like, yeah, I get to play sniper today. It's not like he's my favorite character. It's just like, yeah, I'll play sniper today. I'll have a good time. He's a fun character. And I'm like, okay, before I do this, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna make some breakfast. I made a good old egg sandwich with some bacon, and I got a cup of yogurt. And what else was that? I got some coffee. No, it was just something enjoyable. Something to at least give me some energy. And I think it was the first sniper run. And the crackling just got on my nerves. And it immediately ruined it for me. I'm like, okay, I'm going to have a good time playing sniper. It's going to be nice. I'm going to get this run done. I'm going to get another Providence win. I'll be closer to mercenary. And it turns out I was actually just one win away from unlocking mercenary, but I thought, okay, I'll be one more win closer, so the next run I win will give me mercenary, then we can play him. No, it turns out we got him after that, but it wasn't until 2 runs later, and I didn't even have to do this. It's just that the crackling was getting on my nerves so much, and it was worse because I was ready. I had my food ready, and I'm like, yeah, I'll just enjoy some nice food in the middle of this, keep my spirits high, and it all fell apart. Yeah, eventually what's the word? I made the decision, that's better, I made the decision to cut out some of the audio that had the crackling. I put a little note on it at the top of the screen. It just says muted because of mic buzzing. Yeah, that's about it. I was just really mad, and I was so happy to do that recording. It wasn't that I was happy, it wasn't that I was excited about it. It's just like, yeah, this is going to be a good recording. And I think that day I also got the mercenary done. And the mercenary also had minimal crackling. And then I went to do the loader run, and that's when it all fell apart. Because I wanted to do 3 videos, record 3 videos in one day. I would just have to, I think the loader run would have been posted later because of uploading time. But then, after all that happened, I'm just like, okay, I need a break. Which is also why I didn't post a video yesterday. Also made that extra video, the If you ever walk in a store and ask yourself, I was scrolling through some of the pictures I had saved on my phone, and I saw that one. I'm like, yeah, I should probably make a video about that. I'll just like scream into my microphone a bunch. Originally, I was gonna use a microphone filter, just a voice changer. It's like an old-timey radio. I was gonna use a filter like that, but I recorded it with it, and I just didn't think it sounded that good, so I decided to just go with my own voice. I had fun recording it. I probably could have done better, but I'm not a voice actor. I'm not Gianni. I do like voice acting. It's something that I do want to do eventually. I mean, the amount of times I do the "oh my god," that's something. I definitely have potential, I'd say, but that's just me talking, and I don't know how valid that is. Like, I'm not gonna be the person who's gonna say like, oh yeah, I suck at this, and in reality I could do decently if I just practice a bit more. I'm just gonna say I believe I have potential. I just need to actually practice a bit more. The main thing is just like delivery. It's about line delivery that I can't nail, but again, that's just something I need to work on. Maybe I could do a stuttering person fairly well. I do find myself stuttering a few times. It kind of happens. Also pausing, because I kind of have to think before saying what I want to say. And sometimes it just slips into my mind and I need to remember what I was trying to say. You'll know, I think in the beginning of this recording I did a bit of pausing. It could have been the last... whatever. It doesn't matter when I did it, but it happens. So maybe I could just use that and be a character who stutters and pauses and sentences a lot. Yeah, so far this run is looking pretty good. We are going to have to loop because you need to find an overloading worm. Technically it's an overloading magma worm because I believe it counts as an elite in this game. Risk of Rain 2 is just its own enemy. Like, they even have separate monster logs and separate boss drops. Like, in this game, both of them would give you the Burning Witness. I think the only advantage to the Overloading Worm is that it would give you an item if you had 56-leaf clover. It has the chance to give you an item if you got 56-leaf clover. I'm not sure. Also, there's an Overloading Cremator I found. I didn't find out about that on the loader run. God run, the artifact run. I've seen one before, but I couldn't tell what it was because it looked a little green. So I thought it was like a, what's it called? The leeching elites, the green ones that heal. I thought it was one of those. But I wasn't able to clear out any of the other boss enemies to see what it was. I think I died before that. But, oh my god, I think I might have, okay, never mind. But what it was is the overloading cremator kind of staggered its rounds a bit, so I think it fired like rounds of 3, but faster. Maybe we can encounter one here. I'm joking, we're not far enough into a run, but it's what I saw. So it like confused me at first when I first saw it, but then I saw it again and I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. I don't get where I was. It wouldn't make sense for a leeching enemy to attack faster like that. The only logical explanation would be like a volatile or an overloading enemy, and it turns out it was the overloading cremator, not the leeching cremator. And I think I even looked at the wiki to see if there were any cremator elite aspects. I don't remember if it even said there was an overloading. Maybe I just glossed over that because I was looking for the leeching. But yeah, that was my experience. I fought a lot of overloading worms. Because I was looping to get artifacts, and we can get the artifact of sacrifice here, but we already have it. But I'll get it anyway, because I'm going to do a big pylon hit, so I'll grab this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this cute little guy. Look at him. I'm going to put this on my thumbnail. I'll just need to remember the point. I need to make a thumbnail for the artifact run. I just remember that. It should be easy enough. The artifact run was pretty crazy. I'm not going to be ashamed of that run. I'm not going to like keep it away forever, saying and just say, guys, trust me, I got all the artifacts. I will post it. It'll probably come live after this, or just whenever it does. And I completely messed up that jump. No, I'll just hit the teleport. But yeah, I will post the artifact run. It's going to be good. It's not going to be the same as these runs, because these runs have me talking about what's going on. But it'll be something. Place this guy. Distract him. Yeah, that's what it does. It distracts enemies. It was one of the sniper unlocks. It was the getting 20 perfect reloads. I didn't teleport it. Now I gotta go back to do that. I need a medic bag. Yeah, this is some of the loader's power. You can just kind of go invulnerable, take out whatever dangerous enemy you see. If not, then you can use a bit of extra seconds to try not to die. There's the cremator up there. On the best spot, because we're gonna have to run into his attacks. And running away from his attacks is always easier, because that way he won't be able to hit you. I'll just place the pylon here. Make the artifact noise. There it is. I have a jetpack. Let's jump up. There are the balls. Ooh, just in time. It's not that bad. He is above us too, so that makes it easier for us to avoid his shots. Barbed wire is doing a little bit of damage. Boom! There you go. We're good. By these incinerations, as you can see, the buttons are pressed down. I think I mentioned this when I first encountered them, but yeah, loader is just busted. He's able to attack anything from anywhere. He's able to jump in, deal a bunch of damage. That's nice. You can tank a cremator just by one press of a button that only has a 5-second cooldown and lasts for about 2.5 of those seconds. So if anything, it has a 2 and a 5-second cooldown. Did I say 2.5 second cooldown? I don't know what I said. I'm just gonna repeat myself just in case it was a mistake. I was gonna mention something about the other one. Oh yeah, I ended up getting a Wicked Ring and some solid crit chance. So pretty much, I would hit my invulnerability. I would punch. This was during the Providence fight when I noticed this, but I would punch Providence a bunch, and because they were critting, it meant my debris shield went off cooldown, because it reduces the cooldowns by 1 second by every crit, and this is only a 5-second cooldown, and you really only have to deal with the 2.5 seconds after it goes away, because the cooldown goes down even when you're in the shield. So essentially, I had infinite invulnerability. Now imagine if Purity was a thing from Risk of Rain 2, and it reduces your cooldowns by a flat 2 seconds. Then I would have just been unstoppable, because then I could just pick up like 3 Purities and have infinite invulnerability. I mean, in Risk of Rain 2, there's also the global 5 half-second cooldown, even if you have 0. Those are effective sacrifice, by the way. There's the half-second cooldown that's just global in Risk of Rain 2. Can't get any lower than half-second. That's obviously for balance, but that doesn't exist in this game. So if Purity existed, I could have just had 100% invulnerability. Just by slapping this ability, I would be untouchable. And I think I can hold it down, maybe. Yeah, I was just holding it down. Immediately activated. Do it again. Boom. Alright. We have the Artifact of Spirit. I can tell because there's a path up here, which means no guaranteed legendary, unfortunately. But that doesn't matter. We have 2 Brilliant Behemoths. What can go wrong? I would like an infusion. That is what every glass player would say. That is not an infusion. I hope there would be an infusion in there. Maybe I should check that large chest. That would have been a better idea. Whatever. Oh, look, this taser's coming in handy. I think I'm killing everything before it can work, though. What the taser does is it just locks enemies in place. I played with a classic items mod, it was Brain 2, and the taser was actually really good. It just kind of... it was essentially the Tentabobble, which is one of the new Void items, except it was a white item, and it didn't corrupt your Chrono Bobbles. So it was essentially a better Chrono Bobble. And it was a tier lower. Okay, so there wasn't any. Based on the body. I'll pop out. Get our attack drone here. This Frost Relic is getting some work done. I am playing a melee character and I am able to go invincible, so just jumping into a crowd with Frost Relics and a flurry of punches, I wouldn't expect anything else. I'll put the pylon down here. Hold on. There are platforms down here. What I can do is I can just put it at the lowest farthest away platform and just make my way to the temple. Might go kill those guys down there so I can get some. That chest. This chest. I'll just go. I would like an infusion soon, because having to fight up against overloading worms without the bonus health would be a bad idea. Even though I have one-shot protection, it just sounds like a recipe for disaster. Look for some health shrines first before I get the teleporter. You didn't notice, health shrines immediately blow up as soon as you hit the teleporter. This is obviously so you can't just complete the event and be free of enemies, so that you can farm these briefly. You can in Risk of Rain 2, but that's just because it only gives you money. In this game, it gives you items. It gives you 2 items. For these ones, if you win. The other ones, it only gives you 1 item. But it also that one's also just a flat amount of damage you have to take. This one is a percentage, so it doesn't matter how high your health is. You're gonna be taking a lot. Another ukulele. Arms race. That's a great item. It's a great item with drones. If I'm playing with sacrifice, it's nothing. There's a clover though. That's a great item even with sacrifice, because that means your elite enemies have an even higher chance of dropping items. Head stompers, okay. It's not good. Yeah, I believe this is something that was said in Brickroad series, but Loader has the ability to pick their fights. You see a group of enemies, you grapple in, you hit your invulnerability, punch, and you use the rest of the invulnerability to try to get out of there. It really means that he's one of the strongest characters. As you can see, I just completely tanked that Overlord's attack because I was in my invulnerability. So even though he was dashing after me, he couldn't even hit me. That was a lot of damage. Oh my gosh. That should be a bit more careful. I have vulnerability. I'm not bragging about it, but I'm not using it. To be fair, it was on cooldown. So I'm just gonna hit the teleporter. It's probably a better idea. Play it safe. I'm not gonna hit the 99 health shrine. Toxic beast. That's easy enough. I'm gonna place my pylon first. Hopefully I get a better use out of this buddy. Can only go so far. Not good for damage. I was hoping that barrel would give me one. Because if you don't know, those large barrels are able to drop fuse items. Normal barrels not, and chests they can drop fuse items too, but it's better just to get an item. When you open the chest for an item, not something that I have to replace. And we'll just go ahead and boom. My healing drone died. That didn't do that much damage. Helped clear out some of the smaller enemies, like some of the non-elite playmen. And some of the archer bugs. I'm just gonna go ahead and kill the toxic beast though. It's probably better. Light it out. Take the other guard, or why not? It's the best I have for mine. It's actually helpful. I believe that was. I thought there were two, but I was probably thinking correctly. Got him. Also, hitting that grapple midair is a lot more satisfying than hitting an enemy with a Risk 2 grapple. In that game, you can aim. In this game, not really. So if you're able to jump off the ledge and hit whatever you're trying to aim for, it's even better. Especially because it's one of the only skills that really gives you vertical movement if you're able to do something like that. Technically, it's not vertical; it just brings you back to the zero, but it's still fun. Shut up. Let's get our healing drone back because I saw that it died. Anyway, let's go worm hunting. I'm gonna eat a chip real quick, hold on. Didn't want to get my crunching in the recording. Probably just as annoying as the microphone buzzing, except the microphone buzzing is like, I don't even know what the problem is, except I think I solved it. Like a chip, I know what the problem is. It's just me eating a chip and I can hear myself, which I did. Because I care about my audience, my non-existent audience. I don't know. Does anybody even watch this? At the time of recording these, my last two videos got like 0 views, but to be fair, I don't know how many people are looking for Risk of Brains content, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure if 17 subscribers, most of them came from a payday me, would watch classic Risk of Brains, especially when it just seems to be in a typical Let's Play format. But you never know. I plan on farming this stage clean until I get everything. Then we'll go to the next stage because I don't want to fight an overloading magworm on a stage where I can't get any more loot after everything has been destroyed. Technically, I could farm bosses, but that's a slow process. I would rather have consistency of chests rather than uncertainty of bosses. There's a mantis nozzle. I did lose a lot of health. Go post and a charge trip there. good item. I'm trying to think of characters to play as. I might play Acrid next, just because the what's it called? Toxic Centipede is a really good item. Yeah, I'm thinking Acrid. After Acrid, I might play Bandit, because Bandit is just more fun than Huntress. I like to rank Bandit, Huntress, and Commando as 3 basic characters. And then they're in 3 different tiers. So there's Huntress is basic easy. She's easy to get the hang of. I don't think you can play Huntress wrong unless you're jumping in front of enemies without attacking. There's basic medium, which is Commando. You pretty much know what you gotta do. You just need to... There is stuff to learn though. Like, you understand he shoots, he has a piercing shot, he has a stunning shot, he has a roll. You just need to know how to use them effectively. With that Black Stone Golem is partially volatile, I gotta watch out. Then Bandit is basic advanced, because he's a bit like Commando, you just kind of shoot, you have your piercing ability, but then you also need to utilize Lights Out most effectively. The reason I don't put Enforcer is because Enforcer is just kind of broken. Like, he's basic difficult, but for the wrong reason. It's not like he has much skill to him, it's just, oh gosh. Well, that's the achievement though. It's not like there's much skill to him, it's just that he's broken, but if you can manage to play him, that's great. Okay, we got him. Ooh. Okay, we're good. Even if we did die, we would have gotten the achievement anyway, so... Anyway, now we can just go to the contact light, because we did what we wanted to. I was honestly expecting that to take a little bit longer. Maybe like 2 more stages. Actually, technically, it would take... That would be another loop, because you can't get overloading Magworms on stage 3 or stage 4 or stage 5. You can only get them on stage 1 and 2 post-loop. Maybe even pre-loop if you stay long enough, but I don't know. I'd never farm stage 1. I know Brickroad has a couple of times. I know for his Huntress run, he has playlists for specific characters. He's missing out 2 of them, but for the Huntress run, he farmed stage 1 until he got the Nemesis nozzle. Because he was playing with Enigma, that's the only use item that could drop. And what he did was he waited for that to drop from a vagrant, and normal use items that drop from enemies would drop small Enigmas, which reduce the cooldowns of your next use item. And with Enigma, your use item is random, so it just allows you to spam random use items more quickly, more often. But if you get the Nemesis nozzle, you essentially have a really low cooldown for essentially a smaller disposable missile launcher, and that's what he was going for. I believe the series was called Queen of the Boogers because that's just what he calls the vagrant shots. Vagrant boogers. I haven't watched that series in a while. I think I only watched it like once, but that's essentially what he did. He grinded stage 1 for a bunch of small Enigmas and the Nemesis nozzle. I also think he got Rapid Mitosis because that's another cooldown use reduction item. Except that one's not tied to an artifact. You can get that in any game. Yeah. For his Commando run, he was doing something a lot like what I did with Loader and the Infinite Barrier. He was doing the Infinite Machine Gun, where you use the Suppressive Fire or the Stunning a shot for Commando with the multiple shots, and he just used Wicked Ring and crits to have that up permanently. Yeah, I believe last time I checked, he is missing a Minor run and a Handy run. At least for the series, because he's played both of those characters in the main 100% series. But mostly just for achievements. Surprisingly, he did Enforcer and Bandit before, which are 2 of his least favorite characters. But I guess he just wanted to get them over with. But yeah, essentially, the series is going to be kind of like a combination of the two, where it's going to be me trying to get achievements, mostly just to get items. But in the end, I'll just do runs just for the sake of doing runs. There's a missile launcher. Right? I'll actually take that. I'll stick with the nozzle. I like it more. There's a scavenger. We fought a lot of these. Loader run. There's the monster block too. Nice. We weren't able to get that in the breaking run, so take that. Take that breaking run. Got no commentary and no scavenger monster block. Take that. Waste of money. That's what I was talking about. Like, if you open up a regular chest, you just want an item, but then you get a use item. It's just, I mean, I guess if you don't have a use item, then you kind of want one, but not really sure what use item I'd want, especially now, because I had the choice of missile launcher or the Madison's nozzle, and I chose the nozzle. Those are essentially some of the two best use items, I'd say. Just because of the amount of damage that they're able to output, at least for early game. I think late game, your use item doesn't really matter. But when it comes to early game damage, the missile launcher and the Madison's nozzle are really good to get. The nozzle is just a bit faster than launcher, but it's a bit weaker too. The launcher shoots a lot of missiles, so it's able to kill a lot of enemies with one shot. As you can see, I got stuck in the ground again. I need to remember to jump if I want to do those long-range hits. But yeah. I should grab a heavy cracker. I'll take another loader though. If I can get more elites would spawn over would be great. More fungus. I don't need 3 bustling fungus, especially when I'm not going to be standing still. And I'm not Risk of Rain 2 engineer. So my turrets won't even inherit my items. There's a key card though. I mean, hey, I did ask for more elites to spawn, and more elites did spawn. It's not like I'm dying. Also, my door is making noise, probably because I have the window open. If you can hear outside sound, sorry about that, but I just want some fresh air. And it's a bit warm here, it helps cool things down a bit. You know, some people tell you to go outside, and yeah, that's a good idea, but you know, sometimes you just want air. Outside means you can't be gaming, you know, unless you're playing like Madden on your phone. Obviously, this is a joke. You don't need to play video games all the time. Like, this is coming from somebody who doesn't like going outside much, but it is nice to go outside every once in a while, just for some sense of freedom. Another over. Be the luckiest man after this. How many leaves is that? 158 leaves. I think that's right. Somebody pull out their calculator and do that right now. People hold calculators on them regularly. Actually, I think I got that wrong. Hold on, let me check it again. Yeah, I think I got that wrong. Hold on. I don't have my calculator. I'm trying to focus on the game. 50 plus 50. Okay, so there's 150 plus 18. Okay, that's 168. Just never mind. It was so easy to figure out. How did I get that wrong? I was just thinking too fast. I forgot to carry the one. Game's just shoving these tasers in my face. It's like, yeah, you can't prove that you got that loader achievement. Yes, I can. I will show the proof later. So one thing that I've noticed, I've never really commented on the music in this game. But to be fair, do I really need to? I believe everybody who's played the Risk of Rain games will know that the music is just amazing. I don't need to say, dang, this music is really good, or like, guys, do you hear that music? Ooh, I love it. I think everybody who would be watching this series understands this music is great. They don't need somebody else to to say, hey, you should agree with me. Except because I've had that pylon there for so long. I don't even need it to stretch across the entire map when I'm fighting Providence. We're close to getting that legendary chest. We have what? 2 smart shoppers? Do I not have any? Did I not get any this run? I might be thinking of last run. Last run got caught off because more buzzing, and I thought turning down my gain would solve the problem. It didn't, but unplugging my phone charger did. Another key card. I would like more mobility. A red whip is not ideal mobility. Like even when I just place a pylon, it gets rid of the red whip because that counts as attacking. When I go into my debris shield, that also counts as attacking. So I would like more goat hooves. I was gonna say hopu feathers or hopu hooves. Another happiest mask came out. Not another one, it's my first one. I got the happiest mask last run. I'm merging these runs together. They were pretty close together. It's not like there was a day gap. To be fair, the only reason I'm mixing up the mercenary run and the sniper run too when I was talking about stuff also. Ooh, I took a lot of damage there. I don't want this run to die. I mean, it doesn't really matter if we kill Providence or not. We've already got mercenary, but I was mixing up the mercenary and the sniper runs a bit. Just on like what happened in which one. But to be fair, I pretty much recorded the mercenary run right after I finished uploading the sniper run. And in between, I wasn't thinking about much, so it makes sense why I can get those two mixed up. And same thing with these 2 loader runs, because they were close together. It's the same character, essentially the same thing going on. I'm placing pylons, I'm going into my debris shield, I'm using my grappling hand, and I'm punching things really fast. I really needed it. I don't think I really need one, but it would be nice. I think I needed one more during the Magworm, the overloading Magworm, because I wasn't sure if I would be able to tank it. And what do you know, I was able to tank it and I was able to melt it. I was able to melt the worm made out of magma and electricity. Nothing happened. I don't need that. I have the insides of a jellyfish. More tasers. Holy crap, I have 5 tasers. Do you think a man needs this many tasers? Unless he needs to like tactically reload, but doesn't want to reload a taser. He just, hey, slaps him, takes out another taser. Yo, what's up? And that man is dead because he has a bunch of bolts going through his nipples. He's blighted and he's really done this round. Near that overlord, but hopefully I can keep up this. Not because I need to, I just want to. Another goat hoof, that's actually great. No, I'll take the taser, because it's like the best option there. There's another overlord. Might as well kill him. Oh, you boob. Robert. Harvester sight, that's actually pretty good. If I can get some crit. Randomizer. There's a key card for the last room. Cool. I should have waited a bit longer on that randomizer, but I just got a crowbar. It's not going to be very helpful. Now, is it? Nice. Medical station. I'll hit the other door to the... what's the fuck? I don't care. To the bridge. I'll hit the other door to the bridge. Then get out of here. It's 1,000. That one was hidden behind terrain. So it looked like it was just a free, like almost free drone. It's like $50-something. Prescriptions, drugs, I love them. I'm just gonna pick them up because I don't know if I have them in the logbook or not. I think I have them. I think I got the prescriptions in the logbook like the first step. It was the first time I at least reached the contact light, so that was the Enforcer run. I think I picked them up that run. I just didn't unlock them because I didn't want to sit in shield mode for 5 minutes. I'll eventually do that. And I was thinking that I needed to do that for Handy, the 25-minute run, but I got that naturally in the Handy run, surprisingly. It was actually harder to unlock the Hammer achievement than it was to get a 70% health achievement. Hey, that's just how good I am at the game, you know? Sorry for that. No, I'm actually having a good time. Like, I have been having a good time, but the loader run kind of screwed me over. This time I'm actually enjoying myself. Like, I tried to re-record at least a loader run, but I just couldn't do it. Propulsion armor, that's great. There are 2 lost dolls. Both of them useless. Of course, these gun chests are gonna waste my money. Hey, there's some crit. A mysterious vial from one of those elites. I love stacked gun chests. Pile on it here. In the meantime, we can go somewhere else and try to find more enemies and take out some enemies spawn in here. So we don't have to do that. We can just be lazy again. AT Chisel. And disposable missile launcher. I don't want. That's how this game put in their dose of missile items. We have the mortar tube, technically. We have the ATG Mark 1, ATG Mark 2. We have the disposable missile launcher. Maybe some other missile item that I don't know of. It's the arms race that technically does. And when it comes to explosive weaponry, we have the brilliant behemoth. We have the sticky bomb. Definitely the arms race would count. I don't think I can get I do want that barbed wire. I mean, who doesn't want barbed wire? It's barbed fucking wire. Fireworks. Might as well use them. Nice. I called dibs on the death of that overlord. Yikes. Playman got in the way of me hitting that wisp. It's a temple guard monster log. Nice. It's 2 monster logs so far. I should have waited for the fireworks when Providence came. Hopefully he doesn't murder us. I've been saying murder a lot in this series. Get him a bit toasty. Okay, so that pierces through his shield, it seems. That's nice. Where are you going? Where are you going? Nope. You're going nowhere. You're gonna stand there. You're gonna get burned. Oh. Maybe I should at least try to be careful, but that's not fun. I think almost dying is more fun than being careful in this game. That once and beautiful. There's a fireworks one there. Who doesn't love fireworks? It's 4th of July, everybody. There's a shadow. Shadow's dead. Oh, the shadow's fighting for me. I have a ghost of Providence. Was that a ghost of Providence? I can't tell. Hear the drone! I really should be careful, but he's almost dead, so you don't have to. Yeah, I don't think that was first. I think I was just seeing things. Whatever. We did it. We redeemed ourselves for the no commentary loader run. I just hit counter. Anyway. So that's 2 things good. First, we did a legitimate loader run that you guys could see. Sorry it wasn't the artifact run, but like I've said multiple times, you will get that just without my voice. I also solved a problem for the crackling, it seems, so that's another good thing. Don't have to deal with that anymore. Hopefully. And got some monster logs. We got the scavenger. Look at this dude. Got the temple guard too. Just this torso. Anyway, next we might do Acrid. We might do Bandit. Well, between these two. I feel like we're gonna do Huntress last, and then Chef. I think I'll do Chef before Huntress, because at least he's a bit more entertaining, even though I don't like him that much. Either way, we're gonna play somebody. Then we'll do the Origin run. Then after that, it'll just be whatever, probably more achievement hunting. But we'll see. And I'll see you next time.